When you first encounter the striking idea that you should stop praying for money and instead examine what the Torah actually commands you to do, it stops you dead in your tracks. It sounds almost provocative, as though centuries of pious tradition are being turned completely upside down. From our earliest childhood days, we are taught to lift our eyes toward heaven, to pour out our innermost yearnings in heartfelt supplication, and to ask the Creator to provide our daily bread, our sustenance, and our relief from financial burden. Prayer is the very heartbeat of our spiritual existence, the sacred channel through which we articulate our total dependence upon divine grace. Yet, when we immerse ourselves in the deeper, more sophisticated strata of biblical commentary and ancient rabbinic wisdom, we uncover a profoundly empowering realization. The Torah does not instruct us to sit passively with folded hands, waiting expectantly for golden coins to rain down from the sky. On the contrary, it places a demanding, beautiful, and inescapable responsibility squarely upon human shoulders. It requires us to engage in active, honest, and diligent labor, perfectly synthesized with absolute trust in the Almighty, a dynamic balance known throughout Jewish tradition as the interplay between bitachon and hishtadlut. Many people struggle for years because they misunderstand this fundamental equation, waiting for a miracle while ignoring the practical mechanics that God has embedded into Hebrew wisdom and the fabric of the natural world. Throughout history, great spiritual leaders and sages have taught that faith without action is incomplete, and that true devotion manifests when our hands are as busy as our hearts are prayerful. When we look closely at the biblical texts, we see that every great figure of faith, from Abraham and Isaac to Jacob and Joseph, was actively engaged in enterprise, agriculture, commerce, and practical management. They did not expect divine intervention to bypass human effort. Rather, they understood that human effort was the very vessel designed to hold the divine blessing, ensuring that our material pursuits serve a higher, noble purpose and elevate our daily existence. Hello, my dear friends. I am Rabbi David, and today we are going to explore the timeless financial wisdom of the Torah that has guided countless families through decades of economic uncertainty, transition, and triumph. Over the course of my life, sitting across the desk from hard-working Americans between the ages of 45 and 65 and older, I have observed a heartbreaking and recurring pattern. Wonderful, sincere people spend decades praying fervently for financial security, for escape from crushing debt, and for peace of mind, yet they remain stuck in cycles of worry and scarcity, wondering why their heartfelt supplications have not yielded tangible stability. They operate under the silent assumption that true piety requires passivity, that waiting on God means letting go of the steering wheel of their lives, but authentic Torah wisdom shatters this misconception. The Torah teaches us that while prayer opens the heavenly gates of mercy and possibility, practical human effort provides the physical vessel that captures the divine blessing. If you fail to construct a sturdy vessel through disciplined planning, skill acquisition, and sound financial stewardship, even the most abundant heavenly flow has nowhere to land safely. It is time for us to bridge the gap between our spiritual aspirations and our daily financial realities with courage, clarity, and enduring commitment. We must recognize that financial stability is not merely a secular pursuit. It is a sacred responsibility that allows us to support our families, practice charity with dignity, and contribute positively to society, transforming our daily toil into a meaningful spiritual offering that honors the Creator. Let us examine the profound scriptural roots of this principle by turning to the book of Deuteronomy, specifically chapter 8, verse 18, where Moses addresses the people of Israel right before they enter the Promised Land. He issues a timeless reminder telling them to remember that it is God who gives you the power to make wealth. Notice the remarkable precision of the language used in this foundational text. It does not state that God gives you wealth as a passive, unearned handout delivered miraculously to your doorstep. Rather, it explicitly says that God gives you the strength, the cognitive capacity, the resilience, and the economic opportunities to make wealth. The Hebrew term employed here is coach, which signifies inner strength and capability. The Creator supplies the breath in your lungs, the clarity in your mind, the natural resources of the earth, and the vitality to labor, but we are required to supply the sweat, the strategy, the persistence, and the execution. When this truth settles into your heart, your entire relationship with money undergoes a radical transformation. You stop viewing prayer as a lottery ticket and start embracing it as the spiritual foundation that empowers diligent, ethical, and practical action in every arena of your financial life, knowing that human labor is the indispensable partner to divine grace. This divine empowerment means that every honest job, every business venture, and every thoughtful investment is a vehicle for expressing divine potential in the physical world, bringing order and productivity where chaos once reigned. And for those who are truly serious about accelerating their journey, for a limited time, I am opening the doors to the Torah Millionaire Business School for just $299. This is where I unveil the complete Torah wealth system, the full architecture of ancient wisdom applied to modern financial transformation. You can find the link in the comments below this video, in the description, and if you are watching on my YouTube channel, you will also see a QR code on the banner of my channel page. Just open your phone camera, point it at the QR code, and it will take you directly to the school. The doors are closing soon, so do not wait. To translate this ancient mandate into the concrete reality of modern life, especially for those in their prime earning and pre-retirement years, we must examine the specific actionable pillars of financial wisdom found in our tradition. The very first step of hishtadlut, or practical effort, begins with a rigorous, fearless, and honest review of your monthly and annual expenses. Many people approach their household finances with a sense of avoidance and anxiety, hoping against hope that things will somehow balance out if they simply refuse to look at their bank and credit card statements. Torah wisdom, however, demands absolute honesty and transparency in all human dealings, starting with your own personal accounting. You must sit down with pen and paper or modern financial tools and examine every single dollar flowing in and out of your household. Where are your resources slipping away through unconscious spending, neglected subscriptions, and lifestyle inflation? Bringing complete mindfulness to your expenses is never about living a life of deprivation or miserliness. It is about honoring the resources entrusted to you by ensuring that every hard-earned dollar serves your highest family priorities, your long-term security, and your sacred obligations. When you master your expenses, you take back control of your destiny and clear away financial clutter that clouds your peace of mind, establishing a solid foundation for all future growth and prosperity. Hand in hand with a thorough expense review is the urgent and non-negotiable battle against destructive high-interest debt. In contemporary financial life, consumer debt, credit card balances, and high-interest personal loans function as heavy spiritual and economic anchors, dragging you down into a state of perpetual stress. The Talmud warns us repeatedly to treat financial obligations with the utmost seriousness, noting that owing money without a clear, actionable plan for repayment creates constant psychological pressure and diminishes our freedom to serve our families and communities. When you carry revolving credit card debt at 20% interest or higher, you are essentially working multiple hours every single week solely to enrich a banking institution. Part of authentic, righteous hishtadlut is devising a methodical, aggressive debt elimination strategy. You must face your liabilities without shame, cut off the pipeline of new consumer borrowing, and systematically clear your balance sheet. True financial peace begins the moment you stop paying tribute to creditors and start retaining the fruits of your own labor, paving the way for true generational security and emotional tranquility. By eliminating high-interest debt, you free up vital monthly cash flow that can be redirected toward productive savings, investments, and acts of kindness, breaking free from the bondage of modern financial pressure once and for all. Moving beyond the elimination of destructive liabilities, the Torah places immense cultural and spiritual value on continuous learning and the mastery of practical, useful skills. Throughout biblical and rabbinic history, wealth is rarely depicted as a sudden, inexplicable windfall. Instead, it is consistently portrayed as the reliable byproduct of competence, craftsmanship, trade, and applied wisdom. In ancient times, parents were commanded to teach their children a specific trade so they could support themselves with dignity and self-reliance. In our modern economic era, this ancient command translates into a commitment to lifelong learning, upgrading your professional capabilities, mastering emerging technologies, and continuously increasing your value in the marketplace. When you invest your time and energy into learning a valuable skill, you build an internal, portable asset that no economic downturn, market crash, or corporate restructuring can ever take away from you. Prayer asks the Creator to open doors of opportunity, but skill acquisition ensures that when those doors swing open, you possess the competence to walk through them with complete confidence and mastery. Cultivating professional excellence is an act of profound gratitude for the intellectual and physical gifts God has bestowed upon you, enabling you to serve others with distinction and purpose. Another indispensable cornerstone of enduring financial well-being rooted deeply in Torah principles is the art of building ethical relationships and professional networks. No individual achieves lasting success in complete isolation. The ancient sages of the Talmud wisely advised every person to acquire for themselves a trusted friend, mentor, or advisor, someone who can provide objective guidance through life's complex decisions. In the realm of business and personal finance, your reputation, your word, and your personal integrity constitute your most valuable capital. When you conduct all your professional and commercial affairs with absolute honesty, ensuring that your yes is truly your yes and your no is your no, you cultivate profound trust with your employers, clients, business partners, and neighbors. Ethical networking is never about manipulating people for selfish advancement or short-term gain. Rather, it is about nurturing genuine reciprocal relationships founded on mutual respect, shared values, and collaborative value creation. The Creator frequently channels His physical blessings through human hands, and the quality and integrity of your human connections directly dictate the flow of opportunity into your daily life. Surrounding yourself with upright, ambitious, and supportive individuals elevates your own standards and expands your capacity for success, creating a community of shared prosperity and mutual encouragement. Once you have established firm control over your expenses, dismantled destructive debt, sharpened your professional skills, and cultivated a robust ethical network, the next vital milestone is consistent and disciplined saving. Saving money is the tangible physical manifestation of foresight, maturity, and responsibility. In the immortal biblical narrative of Joseph interpreting Pharaoh's dreams in Egypt, we witness the ultimate archetype for macroeconomic and personal resilience. Joseph foresighted 7 years of agricultural plenty, followed by 7 years of severe famine, and he instituted a rigorous policy of setting aside a significant portion of the harvest during the good years to sustain the nation during the lean years. This profound narrative is not merely an ancient historical account for pharaohs and prime ministers. It is a deeply personal mandate for every household today. You must consistently set aside a portion of your income, building a robust emergency fund and long-term financial reserves. Life is inherently unpredictable, and having liquid savings cushions you against unexpected medical expenses, career transitions, or economic shocks, allowing you to navigate crises with dignity and calm assurance. Consistent saving transforms anxiety into quiet confidence, allowing you to face tomorrow without fear and providing the financial cushion necessary to weather any storm with grace. While consistent saving provides a vital safety net, the preservation and growth of wealth require prudent investing and thoughtful diversification. The Talmud remarkably offers an enduring rule of thumb for wealth management that anticipated modern financial portfolio theory by more than 2,000 years. In the tractate of Bava Metzia, the rabbinic sages advise dividing your available capital into 3 distinct equal parts. Put 1/3 into land, which represents stable real estate, property, and tangible assets. Put 1/3 into commerce, which represents operating businesses, equities, and active economic ventures, and keep 1/3 readily in your hand, which represents liquid cash reserves prepared for immediate opportunity or emergency. This ancient rabbinic counsel teaches us the profound necessity of diversification. You should never concentrate all your financial risks in a single asset class, whether real estate, the stock market, or a standalone business. Furthermore, when navigating investment decisions, always seek qualified, licensed, and trustworthy professional advice for your personal financial choices. True humility means recognizing when an issue demands specialized expertise, and consulting seasoned professionals is a hallmark of responsible stewardship. Investing with caution and patience ensures that your wealth serves your family across generations, fostering long-term stability and enduring peace of mind. Underpinning every single facet of financial endeavor in the Torah is the sacred, transformative practice of tzedakah, charity, and righteousness. In modern secular financial culture, people frequently speak of giving back only after they have achieved massive wealth and security, treating charitable contributions as an optional bonus at the very finish line of life. The Torah completely reverses this perspective. Tzedakah is not a conclusion, it is an active, vital catalyst for divine blessing. The prophet Malachi famously challenges the people to test God in this exact domain, inviting them to give tzedakah and witness whether the Creator will not open the windows of heaven and pour out an overflowing blessing beyond capacity. Giving charity while you are actively building your financial life fundamentally recalibrates your emotional and spiritual relationship with money. It serves as a constant, humbling reminder that you are not the absolute owner of your wealth, but rather a faithful steward holding funds in trust for the Almighty. When you share your resources with the needy, you cleanse stinginess from your spirit, harmonize yourself with divine compassion, and invite enduring blessing into all your endeavors. True abundance is measured not by what you accumulate for yourself, but by what you give away to uplift others, creating a ripple effect of kindness and grace throughout the world. Throughout all of these practical steps, from budgeting and debt reduction to skill building, saving, investing, and giving, the overarching atmosphere of your life must be one of absolute integrity. When a person completes their earthly journey and stands before the heavenly court of truth, the very first question they are asked is not how many hours of prayer they recited or how many theological texts they mastered. The Talmud records that the foundational inquiry is, did you conduct your business dealings with honesty and faithfulness? Integrity means that your financial practices would withstand the brightest light of day under any rigorous scrutiny. It means refusing deceptive shortcuts, honoring every contractual obligation, paying your workers and vendors promptly, and never exploiting someone else's vulnerability or lack of knowledge. Wealth acquired through dishonesty or deceit is ultimately a curse disguised as a blessing. But wealth earned through clean hands, fair dealing, and an upright heart brings profound inner joy, enduring family stability, and genuine spiritual elevation. Your financial reputation is your enduring legacy, echoing long after your physical days on earth are finished, inspiring future generations to walk in the paths of righteousness and truth. As we reflect further on this magnificent journey of financial and spiritual transformation, let us also recognize the importance of cultivating a mindset of gratitude and emotional resilience. Money is neither inherently good nor evil. It is a neutral tool, a canvas upon which we paint our values, our priorities, and our commitment to the Creator. When we approach our financial lives with a deep sense of gratitude for what we already possess, we break free from the trap of endless comparison and consumerist dissatisfaction. Gratitude opens our eyes to the daily miracles surrounding us, transforming ordinary moments into sacred opportunities for growth. Furthermore, resilience allows us to bounce back from setbacks, knowing that economic challenges are often testing grounds designed to build our character, refine our patience, and deepen our trust in divine providence. By uniting spiritual devotion with practical diligence, we create a life of balance, harmony, and lasting significance, ensuring that our financial journey honors both our Creator and our family while providing an anchor in turbulent times. In addition to personal discipline and ethical integrity, building lasting wealth within a Torah framework involves embracing a multi-generational perspective. When we plant seeds of financial wisdom, prudent savings, and charitable giving today, we are not only securing our own retirement years, we are establishing a bedrock of stability for our children and grandchildren. The ancient traditions remind us that true wealth is passed down not merely through bank accounts, but through character, education, and moral example. By teaching the next generation how to manage resources wisely, how to avoid the traps of high-interest debt, and how to view money as a tool for serving others, we create an enduring legacy of blessing. As you navigate your own financial path, remember that every positive choice you make today echoes across generations, transforming potential struggles into triumphs of faith and stewardship. And remember, if you are ready to take this transformation to the highest possible level, the Torah Millionaire Business School is waiting for you. For a limited time, you can access the complete Torah wealth system for just $299. This is the exact blueprint I have used to help thousands of people achieve massive financial and spiritual success. The doors are closing soon. Click the link in the comments, find it in the description, or scan the QR code on my channel banner right now. As we bring these profound insights together, let us understand with absolute clarity that prayer and practical effort are never opposing forces. They are the two magnificent wings of a soaring bird. Without prayer, your human effort is dry, mechanical, and arrogant, entirely stripped of spiritual depth, humility, and divine grace. Without practical effort, your prayer is empty, passive, and irresponsible, ignoring the magnificent physical world and the wonderful tools the Creator gave us to cultivate and refine. When you seamlessly combine heartfelt, devoted prayer with rigorous, disciplined, and honest hishtadlut, you elevate yourself to become a true partner in the ongoing creation of the world. You honor the divine strength placed within your soul, you build a remarkably secure and peaceful future for your family, and you create a powerful instrument for boundless good in our communities and across society. May you be blessed with the spiritual wisdom to pray with deep devotion, the practical strength to work with unwavering diligence, and the gracious heart to share your abundance with boundless generosity and love. Shalom.